G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 32 of our Wolves career mode here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we'll be taking on Manchester City Football Club in the Premier League. Another title rival clash. Man, talking is so tough. Last video you saw us play the Community Shield against Liverpool. We did come out on top of that one. We've played a few games since then and we've just got a packed schedule coming up, so hopefully keeping up our challenge for a repeat in the Premier League, and Champions League's where it's at this year. That's what we're aiming for. We'll see how we get on, I suppose. Please do leave a like down below, comment on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into the three fixtures that we've had in the Premier League since you were last here. First off was a trip away to Villa Park, which started off in just the worst possible fashion. Whoever thought that Danny Ings was going to produce this? I don't know why he does this little click between his left to right. It gives Johnny almost a glimmer of hope before he absolutely shanks a chipped effort over Unai Simon into the top corner. Can't blame Unai Simon for that one. Then on the brink of half-time, in a much less spectacular fashion, it was Jude Bellingham, a good little dinked ball into the box, headed down for Neves. Neves' shot was parried straight into the path of Bellingham, who had a fairly easy job of putting that one into mostly empty net for 1-1 at the break. Unfortunately, it was again an untackleable Danny Ings setting up, I think it was Anwar El Ghazi. I want to say, it feels like forever ago now, to be honest with you, but I'm pretty sure it's Anwar El Ghazi that does get the goal there. He's right on the 6-yard line. Yeah, there we go. It is indeed. We did draw level through Jude Bellingham again. He got himself a goal in that Community Shield against Liverpool last episode, and this game he was everything for us. It ends 2-2, 2 goals for Jude Bellingham. He brought us back from a goal down on 2 occasions. We couldn't do the rest of the job though. We then hosted Liverpool, and getting us underway was a helping shin, I suppose, from Mats Hummels. It was Pedro Neto down the right, using his pace, getting to the byline, looking to whip it across for Raul Jimenez, but Mats Hummels stole his glory, I suppose. Glory then went to, I think it's Ismail Assar who gets this goal. It looks possibly a bit better from that first angle than it really is. You'll see from this second angle, he gets his way around Van Dijk, and then the ball's actually curving back in towards Alisson, and really it's just about in the middle of the goals by the time it gets there. So probably savable, but we'll take a 2-0 lead. We'll also take a 3-0 lead. Here it is, Pedro Neto from outside the box. A much nicer goal this time around. Big header one there by Benassa of all people, before Pedro Neto turns, curls one around Mats Hummels, around Alisson, and into just about the side netting for 3-0. Then, about 15 minutes to go, Mats Hummels pulled one back. He drew level for himself, I suppose, 1-1 at each end. But it was, again, for whatever reason, a skill move from Mats Hummels in the box. Then a left foot drive, which got the job done, but not over the 90 minutes. It was a 3-1 win for our Wolves. We then went away to Newcastle United, and getting the scoring underway was Yusuf Poulsen. A good little sort of reverse pass there from Michael Elise. You'd think he's going to slide in Ruben Neves, it was, making that run into the box. But he reverses the pass into the path of Poulsen, who fires it into the bottom corner in off the post for 1-0. We were then able to make it 2-0. This time it was Ruben Neves getting played through, firing it across with his weak foot. Elise finds someone at the edge of the box. I can't really see who it was. Can't really remember either. So doesn't really matter. What matters is it was 2-0 thanks to Ruben Neves. A good fired effort across the keeper there. We then made it 3-0, and it was a big header from Yusuf Poulsen. It's just about in the middle of the goals. But it was a lobbed all in by one of our new signings, which I guess I probably should have covered in the intro, which I'll get to after this match, I suppose. But in any event, it was 3-0, a big header, a big leaping header, not a Great effort, it should have been saved really, but we'll take those. Michael Elise then grabbed us a fourth on the stroke of halftime with... I mean, that first game had a great goal from Danny Ings. The second goal had a great goal from Pedro Neto. This game had that from Michael Elise. He rebounded it off the keeper and then had a tap into an empty net, I suppose. It was then a hat-trick completed for Yusuf Poulsen. 60 minutes in, we made it 5-0. We won the ball high up. We just sort of played them into trouble on halfway, tackled. Trincao played in Poulsen, and Poulsen grabs himself a hat-trick and puts us up 5-0. Unfortunately, again, no clean sheet. This time it was Alan Saint-Maximin. Very un-Saint-Maximin-y. I mean, he would much more realistically do a couple of skill moves before having any sort of semblance of an effort on goal. But he got the job done. So did we, 5-1. Not too much to talk about then. As we look at the league table, we're only 3 games in. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but Burnley are second. So, I think it's party time. We're up in third. We're, again, looking like we're scoring bags of goals and not being able to stop conceding them. Haven't lost yet, but we are up against top opposition today in Manchester City. Before we get through to the lineups, though, for whatever reason I forgot to cover it. For whatever reason, we're going to cover it now, after the highlights, 8 minutes in. A couple of new signings and a couple of outgoings, which may just surprise you. The first outgoing was right back Johnny. He went to Arsenal. They put in a decent enough bid for him, and look, he's a bit small. He's not got outstanding stamina or speed, so I was kind of happy to let him go. He's clearly very good defensively, but I was just sort of, a bit meh on him. I didn't have a strong feeling either way. He's not strong for sure. He's not really got the stamina to be a marauding right back anyway, and not got the pace to catch up with a lot of wingers really. So I was pretty happy when they came in with a decent bid for him. Second outgoing though, and I mean, going on this first outgoing, the second one doesn't seem to make any sense at all. It's Nelson Semedo. I mean, I don't know what it says about me that I was happy to let go of both of them at 29 years old, but he, while he is quick, he's got great stamina. He's done a bang-up job for us the last 2 seasons. Leverkusen gave us a silly amount. It says he's worth 23 million there. I think we ended up getting something closer to 40. I delegated it. I got them to negotiate between like 42 and 38 or something like that, and they were happy enough to give us whatever it was. I can't remember now. So, I mean, we've lost our 2 right backs, or sold our 2 right backs. So, of course, we had to then replace them. The first replacement at right back, replacing Johnny for a lower fee than we sold him to Arsenal for. We then bought Hector Bellerin. He's quicker, he's probably got mildly better stamina, to be fair to him. Obviously, he's lacking a little bit. He's only 80 overall at 28 years old. But I thought, as far as a backup right back, which may give you a hint that our other signing is a bit better, I thought this guy was a very, very good backup right back. Looking at that sprint speed, I think he's going to be a good addition. He's a bit taller than Johnny. He's less strong than Johnny somehow. But I thought he was a good addition, especially for a bit of a cut price fee. Ahead of him, though, will be 25-year-old, 84 overall, French, 6'2", right back, Nordi Mukiele. He is absolutely unreal. I don't know how we've done it, how we've managed to better both positions, really. I mean, I know Johnny is technically 2 overall higher because his defensive stats are higher, but I think physicality is almost more important on FIFA, if that makes sense, especially when you're controlling them. I mean, if it was PC controlled or CPU or whatever you want, AI controlled, it might make more of a difference having Johnny ahead of him, but when we're controlling it and we're making the decisions anyway, we might be fine. It's probably an improvement. This one, definitely an improvement. He's 4 years younger than Semedo. He is also 2 overall higher. He's quick. He's stronger. He's good at jumping, which is great for someone who's that tall already. He's got great stamina. He's great defensively. I'm very excited about this guy. He's yet to make his debut, but I am absolutely excited to give him that debut today against Man City. Let's get through to those lineups then. So for our Wolves side, it's going to be Unai Simon in goal, a backline of Mukiele, Saliba, Bastoni and Ruben Vinagre, a midfield three of Benassa, Bellingham and Jedson Fernandez, front three of Neto, Ismail Assar and Yusuf Poulsen off the back of his hat-trick against Newcastle, getting a bit of a run. Weirdly enough, looking at the City lineup, it looks as though there's only one, in the 2 years of this season so far, there's only one new signing in this lineup. There's a couple that are, you know, when you start the game, they're out on loan. But I mean, they would have just improved and maybe made it through to the team anyway. The lineup is Edison, Pedro Porro at right back, who's been at loan at Sporting Club Portugal or whatever they're called. Then Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Yangel Herrera, who I think was at Sporting Gijon, whatever it is. I don't know, I'm not good at these things. Then ahead of him, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, right wing Jesus, left wing Foden, and for whatever reason their one signing is Duvan Zapata at false 9. I'm assuming they have some sort of firepower coming off the bench. It's not going to be easy. We're away at the Etihad against the Pep Guardiola side. We will see how we go. Let's go. So here we go then. Our players are walking out on to the Etihad. For some reason it looks like Bastoni's captain. I should have probably looked into that. But before we get to kick off, guys, I'll just remind you to quickly please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, follow us on the social medias, they're in the description. It's the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok, all of the things, why not? Join the fun, give us a follow, give us a message, swing us some absolute garbage. I will absolutely love to talk football with you. And with all of that out of the way, let's get going. Here we go then. We are off. We are underway at the Etihad. All I remember against Manchester City is that last minute equaliser. I think it was Raul Jimenez from a corner, which hasn't happened in a while, I feel like I haven't scored from a corner in like a season. That's all I remember about our games against Manchester City. Hopefully that means we're not up against it today. Offside, okay. Tried to work that one around to Pedro Neto. For whatever reason, that doesn't look offside, does it? That's garbage. Rubbish. I'm sure, what's his face? Ruben Diaz. I'm sure his shoulder or whatever was keeping Pedro Neto onside there. That's not a good pass, but he's kept it in, which is great. And it's great having Benassa here, able to lose the ball. That's good. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh, and Kevin De Bruyne has given him the cold shoulder. That's not what that means. He's hit him with a shoulder, taken him out, and Manchester City are not away. They were down the other end, but we have got it off them, and now we can run with it. And then lose it fairly quickly. How has he picked that up? Bloody hell. Interesting to see. It does say in the top right about Mukiele's debut. Interesting to see how he goes today, especially against great opposition like Manchester City. And, you know, Phil Foden after 2 years of, growth on FIFA might be pretty decent. Like this opportunity for Bernardo Silva, who scores early on, 12 minutes in. It's a counter-attack, it's a couple of passes. Zapata coming short, drew out our defence, and Bernardo Silva runs in behind, off of Jedson Fernandez. I'm not sure where Vinagre is, but he's nowhere to be seen. And almost like an outside of the foot finish from Bernardo Silva. Is it? Yeah, surely. Curling it in from the near post, beyond Unai Simon. And it's 1-0 early. Work to do. Man, that's not a great start, but we go again and all that. It's not as if we haven't scored multiple goals in games every game this season and conceded in every game this season. So, oh no, it's Bernardo Silva again, running off Vinagre this time. I mean, how is this happening every time? Bernardo Silva is the one that we're struggling against. Don't know how he's getting further forward than any of their, either of their wingers rather. But we'll have to start coping with it better than we have. Oh, and we've given it away to Jesus this time. And Bastoni's run straight past him. Saliba struggling to keep up with him. Done a decent job and given us a goal kick. Well done. William Saliba needed to guard him well there, or guide him out for a throw-in. Worrying start, isn't it? This doesn't bode well for us in the Champions League if, Manchester City are going to do this to us. We did just beat Liverpool. Was it 3-1? So, I mean, that's positive. And we beat them in the Community Shield as well. Here's Bellingham making a run, going into the box, having a go. Save by Edison. Nothing really opened up where I was looking to pass, so I just run it the other way, basically. Shot basically straight at the keeper. Could have been a better finish, but we'll take a corner and I guess forcing Edison into his first save. Not many corner options here. I want someone right-footed to take it, to swing it in. Let's go with Jedson Fernandez. And sort of whip that one in, see how we go. It's Poulsen on the end of it. No, it's not. And Foden was that with the karate kick away. We've won the next ball though, so we will recycle. Benassa are able to bring it a long way, but nothing down that way. What now? What now for Bellingham? Looked for the 1-2. Nearly got it through there. But Edison able to clear. And Zapata is thick, isn't he? Did you see William Saliba run into a brick wall there trying to get by Duvin Zapata? That was a interesting way to create a chance, but it nearly worked out for us. Instead, Manchester City are going the other way, but we defended that potential counter-attack well. We will recycle here. I don't want to just be willy-nilly losing the ball silly up top. For whatever reason I thought Yusuf Poulsen was going to make a run in behind there. And this is worrying. It's Jesus looking like he's in behind. He's not in behind. I think that was Saliba again, who is having an absolute I was going to say stonker. Why do I keep going to say the word stonking or stonk? It's not a real word, is it? But real is the talent of Jude Bellingham as he has another go, saved again by Edison, and goal kick. This half feels like it's just raced by, but not too much has been able to happen. I feel like a lot of it has been chasing Manchester City, and hopefully creating something. Wide this time? Just wide from Jude Bellingham. He got on the end of that very, very well. It's not exactly his strength, but he did very well to get up there ahead of Laporte, putting his header just wide. Might be one of the sides to come to the Etihad and put on them or put the most pressure on Manchester City, especially those two saves from Edison off of Jude Bellingham, who may have another opportunity. No, we'll set up Pedro Neto with it and have a go. Another save from Edison. Man, this is looking good for us, really, with the ease that we're going through them and the amount of chances we have now created, shots or openings we've had. Seems positive, as long as we can make it count. Here's another corner, swung in, headed away. Might have been Zapata. What now? Manchester City away. Foden being played in down the wing. Jude Bellingham doing well to stay with him. And win the ball back. Well done. Man, this, the first, 15, 20 minutes, Manchester City made a lot of headway and did a lot of damage. That's another corner. Since then, I think we've done rather well against them, really. Just Edison keeping them in the game so far. I don't know why I don't just change the kick taker if I've done it 4 times now. Swung in, headed over the bar, and a goal kick might take us through to half-time, and Manchester City escape this first half barrage. They're up 1-0. Really, they are doing to us what teams usually do to Manchester City. Like nick one, face all the chances, and Manchester City can't do a thing. Anyway, that'll probably be a half-time as Edison takes this goal kick. He'll thump it up the pitch. And the referee will blow his whistle. 1-0. Could be a very, very different story were we able to take our chances or finish well, or however you want to put it. But at the break, it's 1-0 Manchester City. Second half underway, and look, I'm pretty confident that if we can repeat how well we did in, the latter stages of that first half, that we can come away with something here. And early here, we've got possession high up, which I guess bodes well for that. Oh, another early shot this time from, I think it was Ismail Assar with the effort. Straight at Edison though. Oh, knew De Bruyne was looking for that. Or De Bruyne? I don't know. However you say his name, was looking for that. Ball down the side for Phil Foden. I was looking for... Why is Pedro Neto so wide there? That is what has... meant that we didn't get a chance for him there. That's a corner. Oh, Pedro Neto. The run from... I don't know who it was. They broke through and it kept the left back Cancelo away from Pedro Neto. But Pedro Neto tried to run, along the sideline. Anyway, corner ball, swung in, headed away. Jude Bellingham recycles. This is unreal to have had this much, possession and this many chances against Manchester City. Headed away the low cross there. Especially to have not come away with a goal from it at all. Oh, living dangerously, Manchester City there. Oh, and what a ball out of it too. Wow. Jesus now coming in field. Now finding Silva, finding Jesus. This could be clinical from them now. No, we'll go the other way with it. We defended well there. I mean, not necessarily our strong point to keep teams at bay on the edge of our 18-yard line, but we did it there. Here we go again. Us with the ball forward. Fernandez, why is Benassa running away from me? Not making an option. Recycle the other way. Ismail Assar taking it to the byline, crossing it in, header, goal. Finally, 1-1. Jedson Fernandez, can he pick up the ball? No, he can just keep dribbling it. Pick up the... Alright, whatever. We'll celebrate. Sure, that'll do us. It's 1-1. All of our pressure is paid off now. Just Ismail Assar getting to the byline this time instead of cutting back for a shot. Just clipping a ball into a good area. Jedson Fernandez making a good strong run into the box. And powering it past Edison, who this time can't do anything about it. And they've blown it. It's 1-1 here. Man, hopefully we don't now just go and, well defended from the new man Mukiele. Hopefully, that's a poor pass, isn't it? Hopefully don't go and blow that straight away after all of our good work. Would be just like us, wouldn't it? Just like the Dylan on the ball coached FIFA side to concede lots of goals, basically, because that's my MO. Here's Phil Foden running away from Mukiele, who's able to make good ground on him. But Phil Foden's got away this time. And somehow it's looped up for Simon to catch. I'm not going to argue with it really, am I? You can see they're pushing up a little bit higher. They almost, not a 4-4-2, but it looks like a flat formation when, instead of, Manchester City pressing how we IRL, everyone knows that they like to. It's just a sort of a flat 4-5-1 maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Looked very flat though, didn't it? Maybe I'm looking too much into it. More possession for us here. It's getting late on now, isn't it? Here's Bellingham. Nearly ran into trouble, but gets it off to Pedro Neto well. Pedro Neto finds Poulsen. Poulsen finds the back of the net. It's 2-1. It's beautiful. It's possession football finding an opening against the possession champions, really. Down the right-hand side, Bellingham ran into trouble, was able to draw in Cancelo, play it off to Neto, who got to the byline, cut it back, and Poulsen had enough time in between, not even between Laporte and Diaz, but between Herrera and Diaz to take a touch and pass it past Edison. And just like that, we've turned the score around, the game around here in the second half. But here is Jesus, who has looked lively when he's had the ball. And off the ball, Jesus has actually been a bit of a bloody pest too. Here's Fernandez, who can not find Poulsen, he'll find Sarr. I was looking for Poulsen that first time, but that's fine, sure. Edison clears for Jesus, and Manchester City with a bit of a lobbed ball forward, which is just bizarre to see. Maybe we'll start to see that more now in real life with Haaland around and they have the option to do it. Uh-oh, here's Phil Foden getting around Bastoni. Here's Phil Foden chipping it to the back post. Oh, well done. Is it Ruben Vinagre, maybe? Maybe, oh. Ismail Assar's run into trouble there, and I can't get rid of it. Let's lob that up there. There we go, that's better, sort of. And Poulsen, yes, there we go. He's able to get by Herrera. It wasn't clean, it wasn't beautiful, but he's travelled a long way with it, not scored. Oh, Jeebus. Edison should have just got rid of that. Bloody hell. Here's Sarr lobbing another one in. Oh, another save. Should have been more. Should have been better. Maybe that was our best chance yet. Yusuf Poulsen with a header about 5 yards out. Headers it straight at Edison, who seemingly was beaten for all money. Here's Manchester City. Penalty. Oh, I pressed X. Oh no. It's in the 90th minute too. It's William Saliba, who had such a great first half, trying to get in there and stop Pedro Porro, I think it was, in the box. And he's taken him out. Here's our 3 subs at 90 minutes. That's great. Oh no, here it is. It's top corner. No, we went the right way and everything. Oh, that hurts. Kevin, why are you like this? Why are you so good? He's the worst. Always celebrating with a bloody coach. Hate it. I mean, I suppose it makes sense getting a 90th minute equaliser or 91st minute equaliser. But it's just too good of a penalty right into the top corner from De Bruyne. Unai Simon goes the right way. Never stood a chance. And it's 2-2 in the 91st minute, really. 90th, 91st? I don't know. We're out of time, really, but we will run it. See how we can go. At this point, Ben Zachary not able to get any room. Oh, it's let us go into their box here. Oh, we might have a chance. Lobbed back towards the edge of the box. No. Oh, and it doesn't let me have a shot. Oh, man, we absolutely bottled it. 2 draws from 4. And this was one we certainly should have won. The Aston Villa one maybe got away from us, but this one we let get away. That's on us. It hurts. Getting the scoring underway was Bernardo Silva. He just sprinted away, could not catch him with Jedson Fernandez, could not get there with Bastoni or Mukiele, and Unai Simon couldn't do much. I mean, it was a one-on-one with the keeper. You'd hope for your keeper to do his best, but sometimes it just isn't enough, and sometimes Bernardo Silva gets way too close to the camera. It's 1-0. 63 minutes in, we equalised with Jedson Fernandez. A good little dinked ball across from Ismail Assar as he got down to the byline, which I guess is where both of our goals ended up coming from, so maybe I should take heed of that and take that into the games going forward, especially against the good sides like Manchester City. But we did flip the script on him there with Jedson Fernandez giving us the lead. Not giving us the lead, bringing us level. Giving us the lead was Yusuf Poulsen just here. As I said, got down to the byline, this time down the right hand side. Cut across from Pedro Neto. Yusuf Poulsen, one touch with the right, finished with the left. 2-1, easy as chips. And Saliba gave away a penalty. It was silly. It shouldn't have happened. And we bottled it. It's 2-2. Kevin De Bruyne gets himself on the score sheet. And he wins Manchester City a point from the brink of nothing, really. It hurts. So it's 2 points dropped rather than a point gained, really, at the end of the day. Usually a 2-2 draw away at the Etihad would be a good result, but really we've thrown it away and we're the champions. We should be expecting to do more, really, especially at closing out games like that. You see the league table here, it's beginning to take some sort of shape. It's only 4 games in though, so plenty of time for us to turn, I mean it's only a 2-point gap. To turn a 2-point gap into a lead, I don't know, some sort of lead. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Next video, you'll see us take on Manchester United in the Premier League. You can see they're immediately below us at this stage. The only thing about that is we've got 8 games before then, so it's going to be the longest sort of highlights package at the start of a video I've ever done. I think I did it about 5 and thought that it was way too much, but for whatever reason, I'm just testing it. I'm testing the theory. We're going to do 8 games. I think we've got, what would it be? 3 in the league. No, 4 in the league, 1 in the League Cup, 3 in the Champions League. So if we win that League Cup, we might end up having a 9th game thrown in there in the next round of the League Cup. I'm not sure. But it is a home game against Manchester United. There's about 8 games before then. We've got Monaco, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Shakhtar in the Champions League. Probably not good having a Russian versus a Ukraine. Anyway, not my problem because I'm Wolves. I don't have to deal with it. As well as Norwich's, who we've got in the cup. For the league, I can't really remember. We've got Everton, you can see there on the right hand side. I know we've got Leicester as well. Probably some other teams, I'm not sure. Something like that. Whatever. You'll see at the start of the next video. There'll be a bunch of highlights, a bunch of goals. There'll probably be way too many goals and it'll be way too long of a video. But I digress. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, comment what you thought of the video, how I should have defended better, how I should know football better, how everything, whatever. Just comment down below, subscribe, like, follow us on the social medias, all of the things, and until next time, when we go again, way in the future, peace.